Everybody's expecting you to understand Excel, especially your employer at work. Even at school, everybody's wants you to just do Excel. Excel, Excel, Excel. Don't worry. You know what? I've got a solution for you. I'm going to show you how to understand spreadsheet in 10 minutes. Even if you've never done it before, even if you have no idea what Excel is all about, just 10 minutes. Let's go into it. Hi there! Welcome to Accounting with Naomi. In this video, I'll be taking you through basics in Excel. Even if you have no idea, if you are a beginner, you have no idea, this is the class I'm going to take you. All I need from you is just 10 minutes. Let's get into it. All right, we'll start off by explaining what Microsoft Excel is. All right, so Microsoft Excel is an electronic spreadsheet application that enables users to store, organize, calculate, and manipulate the data with formulas using a spreadsheet system broken up by rows and columns. It also provides the flexibility to use an external database to do analysis, make reports, etc., thus saving lots of time. So that's what Microsoft Excel is. Now, what are the uses of Microsoft Excel? Where can I use Microsoft Excel? I can use Microsoft Excel in business analysis, data entry and storage, human resource management, office administration, operation management, strategic analysis, performance reporting, collections and verifications of business data, accounting and budgeting. Wow, so much functions I can use. Actually, these are just a few. There are more that you can do. The more we dwell in Microsoft Excel, you will learn more features on what you can do in Excel. Really, it is broad. All right. Now, the data can be organized using the following. In the same Excel, I can organize my data using the following. I can use graphic tools. I can use pivot tables. I can use formulas and functions. And, wait for this. I can use a microprogramming language called the Visual Basic for Application, popularly called the VBA. All of that, I can use it in Excel. All right, now we're going to go into the Microsoft spreadsheet to learn some of the important terminologies and some of the tools that you really need to understand before you can dwell into Excel. You need to understand certain things. All right, so let us go into it. First of all, this is referred to as a worksheet. What we are looking at here is a worksheet. Now we got different worksheets. You can see here I've got different names. These are different worksheets, and all put together is into what you call a workbook. Workbook has multiple worksheets inside. So it's an Excel file that contains one or more worksheets. That is referred to as a workbook. But what we are working on right now, it's referred to as a worksheet. Okay, and these are your worksheet tabs. These are your different worksheet tabs. All right, so we're going to understand some of how to navigate around Excel. All right, for a beginner, you need to understand certain things that are very, very crucial in Excel. All right, without understanding this, you may not be able to work in an Excel. All right, first thing first, I need to understand in Excel, we've got columns. As you can see here, we've got columns and we've got rows. Columns are represented by alphabets A, B, C, D going forward, and rows are represented by numbers 1, 2, 3 going down. All right. Here, this is referred to as a column heading, right? That is referred to as a column heading. And then this here is referred to as a row heading. And then when you look at all of this is referred to as a column. And this side, this is referred to as a row. Okay, now where a column and a row are meeting is referred to as a cell. Okay, now in Excel, or rather in spreadsheet, we refer to as cell, right? It's called cell references. All right, we refer to them all the time. So if I write something, for example, if I write Naomi, okay, so if I type Naomi in here, I will not refer to this as Naomi, rather I'll refer to this as A1, right? Where the value is sitting or where the number is sitting, that is referred to as a, and is referred to as a cell, okay? So if I write here, maybe accounting, right? If I write here accounting, this the word, instead of me using the word accounting, now I'll refer to this as D3. That is my sole reference. All right. Then we have it here. This is called, if you look at the scene here where you see my D3, this is called the name box, also referred to as the address bar. All right. So this is what gives me my sole reference every time I'm looking at wherever I'm going to click on. If I click on here right now, it always tells me that I'm sitting on F2. All right. So that's how it works. Then for functions, in here where it says fx, this is where you can insert your functions. Right, as you can see, these are the different functions that you can have, but we're going to go into it. We're going to have a whole class on just functions. All right. Then you have your formula bar. This here is referred to as your formula bar. This is where your formulas are done. And remember, to have a formula, if you want to do any formula in Excel, always start your formula with an equal sign. But don't worry, we're going to have a video coming up where you're going to deal deeper into formulas and functions. Right now, I just want you to understand how this works. All right. So those are the main the main features that you need to understand in your Excel. Understand your column, understand your rows, understand your cell, your formula bar, your solve references, and there are many more that we actually going to look into. All right, as we go, there are many more items that we're going to look into. All right, if you look at the top here, you have here options for formatting. As you can see here, and insert options. If you would like to insert a cell, insert rows, columns, or a whole sheet, use insert functions. If you want to delete a row, a column, or the whole sheet, the worksheet, you can use delete. Or formats. Format here is used to either increase your row height or your column width. All right. It's also used to hide or unhide columns and many other features, as you can see. Then we have we've got here, if I want to make my Excel, if I want to format my Excel into a table, these are the options that I can use. And these are some of the customized tables already put in for me. I can use to put my values, or rather my information or my data into a format. All right. And you have conditional formatting as well that you can use. Conditional formatting, if I want to highlight my cells, maybe show what is cells, include data bars, color scales, and so forth and so forth. You use the conditional formatting. All right, then we have here fill here, where you can actually fill the items maybe down, right, on the right, up, or on the left hand side. Okay, so that is what you use for filling. It's called the autofill. All right, these features enable users to copy data to more than one cell automatic with 2 or more cells in a series. A user can select both cells and drag the bottom right corner down to autofill the rest of the cell. All right, then just above it, we've got what is called the auto sum. As you can see here, you've got your sum, average, count numbers, maximum, mean, and more functions. All right, the auto sum, this feature enables users to add multiple values. Users can select the cells they want to add and press the Alt and equal keys. There is also a button to enable this feature on the top right of the home page above fill and to select the sort and filter. All right, so we've got this. This is my sort and filter. This is when I have a lot of information, a lot of data, and I want to sort them in order, maybe from A to Z or Z to A. A to Z from smallest to biggest, Z to A from big to smallest. All right, so I also have the filter option. If I've got a lot of information, a lot of data that I'm working on, and I want to filter them, maybe only focus my energy on a particular data, then I use the filter function. All right, find and select. This is when actually want to replace an item, find an item. This you use most of the time, you use these functions when you have a lot of data. So I'm going to have another class where I'm going to show you guys how to navigate this with a whole lot of data, with big data, right? Then we'll be able to use most of these functionalities. All right. So basically that's how it works. Then we'll look at other options more as we go, like the insert options. There's quite a lot as well that one can use under the insert. The insert options that can actually make a pivot table. I can add pictures, shapes, icons into my my Excel spreadsheet. I can have charts. I can see different types of charts. If you click in here, if you click in here, it gives you options that you can use. If you go to all charts, as you can see, we have options to use there. Right. Sometimes, depending on the data that you have, it can also recommend the type of charts that will go with your data. This here, we don't have data, that's why it will recommend it. All right. So those are some of the options as well that you can use. Like I said, we're gonna dwell into this better. All right. You also have a place where you can add your header and footer to your options into the work that you're doing. All right. So that was basically it for me. All right. Please stay tuned for more videos coming up on Excel. We are building Excel. We are studying from basic to advanced. You and I are going to master Excel up until we do macros. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit the notification button to get notified of the new videos coming up. All right. See you on the next video. Bye.